Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Momtepreneur Life interview series. This time we're finishing up our interview with Tanisha Giddens, realtor and business owner, also mother of 2, and real life lady boss. But before we go ahead and get into the interview, remember to subscribe. Click that subscribe button, guys. We're trying to get to 200 viewers, so hit that subscribe button. And after we get to 200 viewers, I'm going to try to do a giveaway for reaching that milestone. So hit that subscribe button so that when the time comes, you will be able to partake in the giveaway, because it will be available for subscribers only. Okay, so help me get to 200 viewers and help yourself be eligible for the giveaway. You're one step closer. So as the interview progressed, we really started digging deep into things like fear and worry and things that really stop us from, or that could stop us from, being the best version of ourselves. So I won't talk too much. We'll go ahead and start the interview, and I will see you guys back here afterwards. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's talk about worry.
Okay.
And fear. Okay. So what is your biggest worry that you have about your children? We'll do children first. What's the biggest worry you have about your children?
The biggest worry I have about my children. So they're 2 totally different little people.
Yeah.
So for my oldest, she's getting into that age where she's trying to figure out if she wants to be a leader or if it's easier to just follow people.
Yeah.
And for her, I worry. I'm not going to say I want her to be like we were in high school.
Yeah.
I just want her to just be okay being herself.
Yeah.
And not following down behind the wrong group. Just be a leader. And I worry that she's going to lose herself
in other people.
Because it's so easy nowadays to do that, because you just have so much being thrown at you about, how little girls should be.
Yeah.
Or
expectations.
The expectations are set so high for these children.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to be children anymore. So I worry that she's going to lose herself.
Yeah.
Which is very scary. And we have a very open relationship.
Yeah.
Some moms would probably say, look sideways at me with the conversations I have with Gabby. But so I hear it.
Yeah.
And she had an issue with one of her little friends at school.
Yeah.
And I was listening to the conversation, and I heard my child crying, saying, I'll do anything. What do you need me to change to be your friend?
Yeah.
I'm in everybody's business. I text her. I was like, "You get off that phone right now.
Get off the phone now.
Get off that phone. Don't you ever tell anybody that you're gonna if you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Don't you ever change anything for anyone.
Yeah.
If you don't feel you need to change it.
Yeah.
So I worry she's gonna lose herself, because I see it in her. I see her at that crossroads.
Yeah.
For my youngest, I worry that she's gonna get left behind.
Like in school.
Socially, she's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
she's a little butterfly.
She is. Talks to everyone.
Yeah.
But she came home, and I was, how was your day at school? And she was like, I just don't get it. And so I worry that she's going to be, left behind.
Yeah.
Education.
Yeah.
Wise. So.
Biggest worry about your business?
Biggest worry about my business is that I will fail. Like, that is like, I guess that's more of a fear than a worry.
No, yeah, fear, worry. I feel like they're...
Yeah, because I worry that I won't do well. Like, I see myself when I do my visualizations. I see what my business looks like. I see what I look like at the helm of my business. I see where my business is going. And the worry is that it will never happen.
Yeah.
Because occasionally I do suffer from perfection paralysis.
Yes, no, me too. No, me too. No, me too.
And so, I'll sit here and be like, I need to go out and meet more people.
Yeah.
And then sit for a whole week trying to figure out how do you get out to meet new people. When in reality, you just get up and you go out and you meet new people.
Yeah, just do it. Recovering introvert over here.
So, and I'm not an introvert.
I know you're the complete opposite.
So,
yeah.
You know, I worry that
it's waiting for those ducks.
It's
the perfectionism. Yeah,
girl. Tell them ducks just fall in line.
Just get in line. Yeah. But I think what you're saying is important, though. It's because the fear. It's kind of like it's a mindset cycle. Mm-hmm. So it's like the fear is I'm going to fail, but then in your head, waiting for the ducks to get in row, like waiting for the ducks, you're replaying the failure in your head, which kind of negates the visualizations that you do and the positive affirmations that you do. It kind of negates it because you're replaying in your mind like the what if I.
I'm sure a lot of business, professionals, entrepreneurs use this, but I know in real estate, whenever you go to a seminar, they refer to a drunk monkey. There's a drunk monkey that sits on your shoulder and he will tell you everything to make you not perform.
I've never heard this. Okay.
Yes, girl, the drunk monkey. He will sit on your shoulder and tell you, and he tells me all the time, girl, you are a bad mom. Your child is at home. You done left the child to do homework with your mama. You need to be home. Or girl, get this way, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Why are you even out here?
That's that guilt.
Girl, the guilt is real. And to make it even worse, as a mom and a woman, I mean, I'm sure men have their thing too, but as a mom and a woman, it also will tell me, you can't do it like a man can do it. And it's crazy because I know I can.
Right.
But when you're in that situation and you're, going to meet somebody, and you automatically assume they're going to see she has kids, she can't perform like someone who doesn't have those same responsibilities does. And a man has the same responsibilities.
Or do they? Some of them, maybe.
Some of them.
But I feel like I feel like men might have the same responsibility, but I feel like women carry a load about it that
we have to make it happen.
That men don't care. I feel like they have their own pressures and they have their own things, and I don't feel like they love their kids any less. I don't feel, like good men or good fathers or whatever. I don't feel like they love their kids any less. I mean, even single dads, I feel like the load is different. I feel like there's something about women and their children. You know what I mean? I mean, that's
when the child gets sick, I have to be there.
Yeah.
You can't do it the way I do it.
I feel like there are certain exceptions that, this may just be me, but I'm just saying this. I feel like there are certain things that men will never understand regarding children as a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like there are some things that we probably will never understand that pressures men as a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to being a mother, not just a parent, but being a mother, I feel like it's like Mama Bear. Like
but you know what? I will never be a man. I'll never. There will be certain things that I will never understand. But I feel like as a single mother, I've had to pick up the slack and view the world from both mom and dad.
Yeah.
And so when you say like, there are certain things that a man, we won't understand as a man, and there's still tons of things that I'll never understand. But from a parenting point of view, I kind of feel like I have to try.
Yeah, you do have to try because you're a single mom.
Because I'm a single mom, so there are going to be things that a man could have done.
Yeah,
and I have to figure out.
So let's go there for a second. So as a single mom, how does that feel though? Because trying to fill a space that you don't know if you can fill, because you don't have the experience of a man. You know what I mean? You don't have the brain of a man. You have the brain of a woman, which is a beautiful thing.
It's gorgeous.
But what is that pressure to be constantly trying to fill a hole or a void, right? For lack of a better word,
it's scary.
That you don't necessarily understand fully. You know what I mean?
It's scary. Because, Gabby lost her father, so it's not like that void will ever.
That wasn't a choice.
That wasn't a choice.
Yeah.
And so, again, I think with the girls being different ages, I see it differently for each.
Yeah.
And so outside of being, an entrepreneur, I'm put into this world where, I don't know how to teach Gabby. I know how a man is supposed to act, but it's hard to show her that because
you're not a man.
I'm not a man.
Yeah.
And so she's stuck taking my word for it. And so it's to the point now when I go to date, not only am I thinking, does he fit what I'm looking for? Can he show my kids what I feel like a man is supposed to be? So it's like it's like bolder.
Times 10.
It's times 10 because there are certain things I just, I can talk to her, tell them blue in the face, but if she does not see it, then do my words even matter?
Yeah. I feel like, especially kids, they learn most from their experiences. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if she's never experienced that, especially at this age, you know what I mean? Like, she had her dad when she was little, but this is like the age,
This is the age when she really needs him.
Yeah.
And I feel like he would have taught her.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a bonehead sometimes, but
he was a good dad.
He was a good dad. Yeah. And so now when I go on a date or whatever, when I do 2 times every 5 years.
Yeah.
The last date I went on, which was with a friend who he and I are still friends or whatever, and we still go out, and we are literally just friends. But if he comes to pick me up, I tell Gabby, look out the window. Mm-hmm. And it sounds crazy, but I know he's going to open the door for me.
Yeah.
And so just little things I want her to see that he does. Or when I come in the house, I'm not saying this is what all men are supposed to do. I'm just saying when we go out, when I come home, I tell Gabby, she said, did you have a good time? Of course I did. He opened the doors for me. Yeah. He paid for the movie. He paid for dinner. Yeah. Like, he's just an all-around gentleman. Yeah, and then I ended with, don't you bring me no saggy pants.
There are some saggy pants.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. So we were in his house. And then for Madison has her dad. And though he and I do bump heads occasionally, he's gotten better with coming to get her. And, I feel a little bit better about her because he's married and he married a very strong-headed. Yeah. Like, she's like...
So she can see the unit.
She sees the unit.
Yeah.
And she also gets to see that her mommy's strong and her stepmother is strong too. So and then she sees her dad and her interact. So she sees I can be strong either way. Right. So I'm less worried about Madison in that sense and more worried about Gab. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I talk a lot about in regards to your children, but we're going to do both. We're going to do children and your business. So I talk a lot about making decisions out of love versus fear, especially for your children, but I think it's important in your business as well, because I think fear is what stops, like we were talking about, a lot of people from going for what they want. So when you think about your children, what is the best decision that you've made out of love for your children?
Best decision I made out of love. So the best decision I've made out of love it's crazy because I have to see them as 2 separate little things because one decision may not have benefited Madison as much. Yeah. But you know what? No. There's one that I know that hurts me to my core, but I know it benefits them a lot. Yeah. So when I was after Madison's father and I broke up, I moved back home. Mm-hmm. And that rocked me to my core because I had been out on my own. Mm-hmm. But I knew that the job that I was working and the type of lifestyle I wanted them to live wasn't conducive with me living on my own with the money that I was making. So out of love, killed my pride.
Yeah.
But out of love for my children and wanting them to live in a decent neighborhood, and to be able, to have really good meals
and attend the school that
that I wanted them to attend, I had to move back home. And killed my pride, but I knew it was the best for them. And so
that's a good one.
Also,
in regards to your children, decision, I don't want to say worst decision, because people do the best with what they have, but a decision that you've made out of fear that you regret regarding your children. Or you may not regret it, but just a decision that you made out of fear regarding your children.
I stayed in a relationship way longer than what I should have stayed in a relationship with my last boo. Because if my fear is that, for Gabby, that she won't see what a real healthy relationship looks like, why did I stay in such a toxic relationship for so long? Like, thing was on and off for almost 2 years.
What do you think that was fear of being alone?
A big fear of being alone, because the world shows you that you should be a family. And they tell you what a family should look like.
Right.
A mom, a dad, kids, house. But going through and growing through that, I've defined what my idea of family looks like right now. Still want to get married. But you and I just made a joke about this earlier. Like, I'm so happy I'm probably going to find my soulmate in my 40s. But my girls have a family unit. They have one.
I was about to say, you and that's crazy that is your decision made out of fear.
Yeah, girl. Right? I stayed with them
because your family is very much family oriented, I think. Does that make sense? So you guys are very tight knit, I feel like.
Probably a little too tight knit sometimes.
But I mean, everybody has their thing. So that's crazy. So the fear, you made that decision out of a fear of being alone. And
it was not healthy. So
same thing for your business decision. Best decision that you made out of love, and decision that you made out of fear that you regret or don't regret.
Okay. Best decision was I left my job. I'm sure there are a lot of people who run their business part-time and then they just gradually, go into full-time. But I know me, and I know that I can't work like that.
Juggle the two.
I can't juggle the two. It's either, like you said, I'm either 100% in, or it's just not going to work. And at the time, I didn't think in the way that I think now of when I'm in that moment, I'm in that moment. Back then it was, I need to be all the way in that moment all the time. So out of love for my business and what I wanted, I quit my job. I mean, I did it properly. I gave like a 2-month notice.
You did.
And I just left.
Right.
And I think that's the best thing I ever did, because I really feel like I would have still been sitting at that desk doing like 1 or 2 transactions a year and still had to, been afraid to just jump. Like, I literally took all my fear and worry and placed it in God's hands. And I was like, okay, if I'm supposed to do it, then I'm going to be able to do it here.
Hands off. Let's go.
Let's see what happens. And so I did it. And
I think what's important there too is to go back for a second when you said, I did it right the right way. I gave them 2 months notice. I think what's important, I think that a lot of people, not just women in this instance, but a lot of people forget that Kevin actually, my husband, reminds me of often, is that when we're transitioning like in and out of things, it's so important to finish well, like finish all things well, whether that's your day or your week, or if it's a big transition, like you're leaving a job and starting something new. It is so, I feel like it's not good form to finish terribly. You know what I mean? Like, you have to make sure, even if there are relationships that like business relationships, friendship relationships, intimate relationships, I feel like it's always in your best interest to finish everything well, because it doesn't put good mojo.
Girl, I'm about to say that
the bad juju that goes out there is never good. Like you always get back what you give out. So it's always important to close things and to finish things properly. Because then it makes starting something else difficult. Really, really difficult.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that was it for part 2. We'll see you guys next time for our last video and part of this interview series with Tanisha Giddens, realtor and business owner and mother extraordinaire. I hope you guys were able to find something that you could grab onto or hold onto that was encouraging for you, or that was able to give you a little bit of life and reset some things for yourself. Before you click off, remember to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200 viewers so that we can do a giveaway. So I really want you to be a part of my audience so that you can be a part of that giveaway, and so that you can be here for the awesome content and learn and grow with all of us. So hit that subscribe button. You can also join the Facebook growth group, where we're currently still doing the Stressless Moms Challenge. It's a 30-day challenge for mothers and women. It's not just for moms, but we're currently doing a 30-day challenge where we just hold each other accountable for taking care of ourselves. And every week on Fridays, we delve a little bit deeper, and I do a class via conference call, and we talk about all sorts of things related to stress and motherhood and womanhood. So go there where you can find more information about signing up for the challenge and become a part of the tribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Ambient Growth Coach. All those links are down in the description box, guys. I really hope that it was able to help you in some way, and I will see you guys next time. Be well. What? Some of my face?
No, girl, my tummy just said move.
Oh, are you hungry?
I don't know.
I'm hungry. My stomach's been over here growling. Okay.